welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
And a good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio. Those watching on YouTube, like Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. Jasmine is here. You are having a little rough start to the show today.
Oh,
so did I.
So did I.
Okay, I will start with my faux pas to start the show.
What?
As I was going behind the camera to get things set up, I nicked the camera, knocked it out of place. I was like, geez. As I was going back to try to put it back, I then just knocked it right over.
You Jake Julian'd it.
Absolutely. I took that
punted.
thing right down. So I think I've got it framed properly right now.
It looks nice. Like from what I can see over here, it looks good.
I think so.
And then I'm going to call out Jasmine for two things.
Oh, God.
One, well, starting with the
Tommy's fault.
stuff on
I
your
didn't do
phone. The
anything.
music. How's it his fault?
Oh, never mind. No, nothing.
Ouch.
You're already starting off.
She goes and says, Jasmine, before we start, Trev was in here quickly and goes, she's wearing pink. You can do it before Labor Day. Can't do it after Labor Day. And I was like, it's
That
after
is
Labor Day.
Direct Jasmine
And
quote.
she went, it's still after Labor Day. And then she realized her fashion faux pas. We weren't supposed to talk about it, but here we are, pointing out your fashion faux pas.
Karma, I guess, for the gene.
Yeah,
You
calling
went
out her
all
and
over
first jeans.
for Nanso. Nanso was I'm kidding.
No. Look, Tommy reminded me that Labor Day already happened, and I just wanted to rock the pink one last time before I put it away.
You look
wearing
great.
it.
Oh, thank
Look,
you.
did you see the forecast for this week?
gonna be hot.
Screw Labor Day.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Still
25,
beautiful.
32,
Take advantage.
29, 30, 27, 21. That takes us to Tuesday.
The PSLs and the sweaters and those heavy socks and the boot thingies that ladies wear, they can wait a week.
No, just wait. You have all fall and winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is kind of like that perfect temperature where you wake up and it's that crisp in the morning.
It is crisp.
And you get that, bundle up a little bit, and then it gets really hot in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about that I really like.
Time of transition.
Yeah.
And
Seasons are changing.
I would get so much FOMO when the sun was up during the summer and you had to go to bed early, right? Like,
Same
oh,
way.
it sucks, right? Now at least you're like, well, whatever, I'm going to bed now. And it's
just
nice and cold in your room without the
Curl
AC.
up, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, 10 more
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I hate the sun going down early.
Me too.
I know, obviously, it's a
sad.
reality
It's like,
check.
no.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Although, when we get to the shortest day of the year, it doesn't affect, the last few years, it hasn't impacted me much. I don't know. I like it all of a sudden December 21st or whatever it comes and I go, oh, it's already this day. And then I just feel great because everything's going to get brighter.
Yeah, you kind of look on the bright side, right?
Yeah.
Because December is like jolly, but November is like the most depressing month. That's
It's
when you take a
gray.
vacation.
That's because you're not a CFL
Great
fan.
idea.
Oh.
And yeah, CFL, I mean,
Get into CFL playoffs. It's
we're going
playoffs
to get
time.
you on the bandwagon here, yeah.
Hey, I even said maybe I'll go to BC Place to watch the championship.
You want to Grey Cup?
Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I still got to look into that.
Oh, yeah, you need to work on that. Oh, yeah, yes.
Let
that's-
me
We're
know.
hoping to go. We're hoping to go.
Let me know, guys. Like,
excited,
let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do it up.
I'm glad that you're in for
yeah.
that.
Let's have bottle service after and shit.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
There are children listening at
Hey,
dental offices and elementary
so
schools.
sorry. I was good about my swear words last time, though.
You were.
I wasn't
Yeah.
going to say that word. That one dropped.
That
I'm
one,
sorry.
yeah.
I still haven't pulled that one out.
Okay. Well,
I
But
have.
everyone else has.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the very first hangout, a year ago tomorrow, Dave Jamieson said it twice on the
Yeah,
first
you-
ever
you didn't
hangout.
care.
He just went
yeah,
after.
he did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went
he
for it. So with that, I will say a happy birthday or happy anniversary. I'm going to go happy birthday. 1440. Our
Yes,
friends over
cheers
there.
to
them. Oh, yeah.
A lot of great friends over there.
Our good buddies.
Today's their 1 year anniversary on air.
Cheers, boys.
So we know a lot of people over there, a lot of friends of ours over there. And, after 1260 closed,
Something
who
had
knows
to
what was
happen.
going to happen to none of us fully knew what was going to happen. And they went that way. They went on AM radio and they're doing some fine work over there. So happy birthday. I feel birthdays sounds more fun. It sounds more fun than
I guess it does.
anniversary.
Here, yeah.
You get candles, blow them out,
Yeah.
balloons. I
Have
guess
some
you get
fun.
that with anniversary.
especially the low tide in Connor Alley.
Great people.
Yeah.
Among many
All of them.
great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor really nice guy. Very nice.
Connor's the chillest guy.
He messaged me with the congratulations when you guys invited me on the team. So I was like, that is classy.
That
He's
is
such
Connor.
a chill dude.
Yes.
And he's going to be a dad.
Oh,
No,
what?
no way.
What? That's
Yeah.
great.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Connor and Ashley. Good work. Busy.
I know he posted it online, so I just did he mention it on the air?
I missed it. That's my bad.
It on the air.
Man, I need to be better.
But he's he's a great dude. I do owe drinks with him at some point here.
Shout out to our old teammates and KK, obviously he's great, and they're all our great friends over there. So, and you know what? It's good to have options. And competition is healthy.
Hey, for the Edmonton sports fan, you got a lot of various ways to go.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to the Oilers. You've got us, 1440. You do got Ched.
Yep.
You've got your back with Ryan Rashog. You got Oilers Nation. There's a lot in this market. So it is actually a really strong sports market in Edmonton.
Yep.
And when I used to get the radio numbers, I don't get them anymore. I got so
they punted you off of that.
I finally am punted off. I can't get the numbers anymore, and I'm so devastated. But when you look at the numbers across the country, Edmonton always had the strongest for sports talk. Whether it was us, I mean 1260, or Ched, it was us compared to everyone else. They were nothing. They were almost virtually nothings. So this city, they need their sports. They love their sports.
We've got it for you.
That's why they're the greatest fans ever.
Hey there.
Nice Darren does want us to have a quick BB chat at some point.
I didn't watch it yesterday. I think I just read a little spoiler, and that's okay, Darren. I should have said that off the bat. I watched the half of it where you know who won the veto, and then I had to turn it off because it was getting too late because I had to watch Fallon and Kimmel.
You watch those?
Since I was a child, like with Leno, with Letterman.
I liked Leno because I thought his stand-up monologue was better. He was
funny.
That's where he was good at it.
He was a savage.
Letterman was better with everything else.
His interviews were great.
Interviews were great.
He wasn't scared.
But when he was behind the desk, he was fantastic. But the monologue is where Leno was the best.
So funny.
He was
and
great.
Headlines and stuff, like his other gigs, just too good.
Yes. I will always miss the Colbert Report.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert is just not... He's good, but he's not the same.
Because he's so politically driven right now, all his monologues.
Yeah, but that's what the Colbert Report was.
Yeah.
And he did it with the character. The Stephen Colbert was a character. And that's what I miss, that character.
So did you guys watch Late Night then too?
I used to watch Leno. I don't watch much anymore. I try to watch Colbert every so often because I am a big Colbert fan, but I have it recorded. I just never click play.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I liked Conan.
Conan was my favorite,
and I actually really like Fallon. Like I like Fallon's skits. I love those music videos. I just watched the one yesterday where his shorts one with Will Ferrell and one of the Jonas Brothers, and I'm like, you're the best. And he does them with Paul Rudd too, and I'm like, so good.
Fallon is funny. His monologues are short. Yeah, though that's the only thing. But
I took a lot of heat during the SNL draft for taking him pretty high.
That's why I voted for you.
Thank you.
As my number one for the Etsies. I'll say
I didn't like him personally on SNL.
I don't know. He's so funny.
He always laughed.
But to me, he recognized the humor and the magic that was being created, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the best could do it without laughing. And it's when they break is a big deal.
Are you kidding?
When he was part of the skit when they were breaking with Lindsay Lohan. That was like one of the best. It's a funny thing. But Fallon laughed all the frickin' time. Like, he was always laughing. And it's like, we're laughing. You're supposed to be able to get through. Like, when we had Donovan Workin and Graham Nealon, those two guys were just mocking, like, making their jokes. And they didn't crack a smile when they were making their joke. And Tommy and I are losing it. I was laughing. And those guys could just continue through.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
But sometimes to just laugh.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened to us in the last Hangout?
But Fallon does it all the time.
Do you remember what happened last Hangout?
Or did it all the time.
When I lost it? Over a nasty message. You weren't here, but I couldn't breathe.
She literally couldn't.
You couldn't get a nasty chat message.
That's going to start right away here. It's starting right now.
They're just so funny.
No, right. But with SNL, like, you're supposed to be able to get through it without breaking that much. And that's where it was just every skit, it seemed like he broke. And there was another one, I forgot who it was. They also broke. But it's great when it happens occasionally. Like, it happened last year in a Beavis and Butthead skit. Ryan Gosling was in it.
Yeah.
And I forgot her name. Is it Heidi Gardner? She lost it. She broke. She couldn't recover. And then everyone else started breaking a little bit. That was funny because Heidi doesn't break. She broke.
She's really good, actually. And unfortunately,
there's a big problem with her.
Why?
She's a Chiefs fan.
Oh, you're gonna have to deal with that.
That's why I'm in all Ravens gear today.
You're Ravened up.
Because I'm on the lock shop today with us. We got to do our Week 14 CFL picks, but it's also NFL day. He's a Chiefs fan. I'm a Ravens fan, and I know he's going to be fully decked out. And I don't have a Ravens shirt.
I complimented Maddie's fit today. By the way.
I'm surprised that you did. I thought you would mock me.
No, if you believe in your team, even though would be nice.
Yeah, but these aren't like the best look. Like the shorts are. Like,
I mean, you could have wore slides with socks, though.
Oh, gross.
I actually do have slides, but they're not
You
good
did
slides.
that on purpose.
No, I was gonna. You wait till my next fit, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'll show you how you guys should dress.
I also can't put socks on these ones.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, and the flip flops are the way to go.
I'm wearing Ultra Boost because my feet hurt so much. This is also.
You're wearing what?
Ultra Boost.
What are Ultra Boosts?
Adidas
Kicks.
Ultra Boost.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know if do they have extra comfort?
Yeah,
inside?
it's
Do
comfort
they?
when you. Yeah, when you walk or run.
And then
Are you
sitting,
alright?
it's.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just checking.
She's got her. You got your water if you need to drink.
Yeah.
I just one last thing on like the SNL characters and cast members breaking. Fred Armisen was so good at getting like Bill Hader going. The Californians.
Yeah.
Whenever Fred Armisen would be Queen Elizabeth and Bill Hader would be Prince. No, Prince Charles' dad. I can't remember his name. That was married to Queen Elizabeth, but he'd get into like the, all right, governor, and he'd get people going. They'd play like guitar and drums. I thought that was hilarious. And then I think there was one where Fred Armisen would always be like, he'd play a lady, but he'd be the rude, overconfident like house guest, and he'd like walk over and sit on the couch and then like put his leg up on everybody and just it would have everybody breaking. So I thought Fred Armisen was hilarious at that, and I didn't mind when he did it. So I don't have issue with them breaking, even though I understand they're not supposed to.
They're human, but it's. I think they're so professional that they find it funny. Except Fallon does laugh at guests when they're not being funny. Like some of his guests aren't funny, and he'll just be like, ha ha ha, and it's like, bro, that's not funny.
He's just a goofball.
But the thing is with SNL, like then you're not good at your job if you're breaking all the time, in my opinion. You're not good enough at improv, and I know that's not improv. If you're constantly breaking.
Classic Maddie. It's a tight ass.
No, because the best, I think the best that would do it are the ones that could break it without cracking us. Like, if you constantly are making those jokes and not cracking, I think you're one of the best.
Yeah. Like
if you're breaking all the time, then you're not good at it.
It doesn't mean you're not successful.
Oh, he's very successful. People did love him, and now he's and I'm fine with him laughing with guests and stuff on the show. I just don't think with Saturday Night Live you should be laughing and breaking every single.
I'm sure there were writers and producers on that show, maybe Lorne Michaels, being like, "Come on, Jimmy, keep it together."
Yeah, but they're like friends too.
Of course.
Right? After all these years.
Yeah.
I know we keep talking about late night, but I wanted to just tell you guys that at the end of the day, right now, Kimmel is my favorite monologue.
He's excellent.
Yeah. So I try to just like watch all the monologues and go to bed. That's my strategy.
You get the early viewing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Did you ever watch The Man Show? Would not make it to
on the
air
trampolines.
and would be so canceled right now.
My brother watched it. That's
that was a fun show.
It
was wild.
The wolf at the end, Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy. Oh, my dad. I think like Kimmel. It was
Spike TV.
Spike TV comedy channel.
What was it called before Spike TV?
I don't know.
No.
They had MXC on there though. Most Extreme Elimination Challenge with Vic
The
Romano.
new TNN, and it was the Nashville network.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Spike TV. They had the Pros versus Joes.
Edgy shows.
That was the MXC was great.
It was hilarious.
That one was just I think it's still on YouTube. You can go find some of the episodes on YouTube.
Can.
I need to go spend a little bit of a rabbit hole going through that one.
Kimmel was also on. I think it was Win Ben Stein's Money.
Oh, Ben, was a great show too.
I saw Ben Stein. He was at our hotel when I was still traveling with the Oilers in Denver. He is a very little guy.
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
He's like small or tall?
Very small, and we were coming in, checking in, grabbing our envelopes to get to our rooms, and he was just sitting on a bench in the lobby, like just like you would expect Ben Stein to. He looked very bored.
He looked bored?
Very
did he look like he looked on TV? Like
he was wearing like
right?
like a tweed blazer and jeans. He looked like a professor basically. And all I could think was Bueller. But he's a smaller guy, and I was like, oh my God, there's Ben Stein. I didn't bother him or anything like that, but there he was. And he didn't, I think he had his head shaved pretty low, like didn't have because he used to have a little bit of an afro back in the day, right?
Did he?
Mm-hmm. Because he has really curly hair. But yeah, very recognizable, and I mean, such a distinct voice. And I remember when Kimmel was on.
With Adam Carolla.
Yeah, with Adam, when Ben Stein's Money, and then the Guy Show, or the Man Show, and Man Show wouldn't fly today at all. Not a chance. Yes, girls on trampolines at the end during the credits. Yeah. That wouldn't work.
I don't remember that part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I honestly don't remember I don't remember that's how it ended.
Yeah, and the credits.
But there's the beer guy and all of that stuff.
Everyone would watch the credits, Matthew.
I still was young enough, but like, I just actually like it's just I don't remember that part.
I don't remember majority of the show. Like I said, it'd be on the background, but I remember the.
And then there was the Best Damn Sports Show. Period.
That was an awesome show. That was
Chris
so good.
Rose. It was the basketball player John Salisbury.
John Sally. They would always have like Tom Arnold would be on there. That's where Carissa Thompson got her start. Carissa Thompson's one of my favorite broadcasters. And then they also had great guests on the Best Damn Sports Show, period. And Chris Rose, I think he's still going pretty good. Like he was, he got pretty big. I don't know if he ended up on like a regional baseball broadcast or something like that, dialed it back, but it was awesome. It was just fun to listen to.
He was doing stuff with the NFL Network.
Right. Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Here's a full episode of the Man Show. There we go. I
seen it. Yep.
They went to the end.
And I remember my mom.
I don't remember this.
My mom, Eva G, would walk in.
Show them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, no, you'll see what. I click back a little bit here. Yeah, I remember them drinking the beers on the stools and stuff. And then there's
So I would watch with my dad, and my mom would kind of like glance, and like she'd come over from like the other room and she'd be watching. She's like, "What are you guys watching? That is disgusting. Tommy, you shouldn't be watching that." I'm like, "Mom, I'm 16."
Blame dad.
Yeah. My dad didn't say a
First episode 1999 till 2004.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That show would not have.
No chance. It would be done.
Maddie just showed the girls jumping on the trampoline, like 3 of them.
I showed you the end of the episode. What episode was that?
That's an Olympic sport now, Jasmine.
That one was. It was the Man Show season 1, episode 8.
Ah.
So there you go. There was no credits. I didn't see any credits coming. I will say that.
We just zoomed in on something else.
Luke is texting in Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. You guys talking Stump the Schwab. That was another really good show.
That was a great show.
And I think the Schwab just passed away within the last year or two.
Yeah.
He was just like Stauffer and Jack Michaels these guys are encyclopedias when it comes to sports, but the Schwab, man, that guy, like the stuff that he could dig out from the back and crevices of his mind was incredible. In 1923, in the National League, Buddy Robinson hit a home run on this pitcher who went on to win 6 World Series. Who was it? And he would have it. Like,
it's a good voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
April he passed away.
April?
Yeah,
of this
year.
Okay, so it was very recent.
Very recent.
Gotcha.
Lucas, I don't know if you saw waiver wires. You might want to look at that because I haven't heard you complain yet. So just throwing that out there.
Lucas hasn't?
I was expecting him to complain, so I could have texted him, I guess. But since he's listening, Lucas, check waiver wires. You're going to be
Hello, Lucas.
Might be annoyed. That's just the way things go.
So
do you have notes for today?
I have so
Can
many
I see?
notes.
Oh
Not
my
these
God.
ones. Not
What do
these
we
ones.
got?
Not these ones. Not these ones.
We got lots to
I want
talk
notes
about.
for the show.
What's that?
You don't have notes for the show?
I do. I have separate notes for that our show today.
Yeah, I wanted notes for the show.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to look at your like personal notes.
No. Those ones are just like a bunch of stats, and I just don't want you to be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
It's called prep.
Yeah, but don't look at those ones.
Well, it's your phone. I won't look at them, but also it's prep.
But you can look at these.
Yeah, I want to see what topics you have.
But these,
what you wanted to talk about today.
Oh, we don't even edit those.
I don't care. I just want to see what there was
really
quickly.
Dumb. Like, ask Maddie about the theater if I can put my shoes on the back.
Me taking shots about your fashion takes.
Oh, see, I should have deleted that.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's just a normal question. That wasn't for on the air.
Yeah.
About the shoes. Oh, yeah. I see Estes. I saw you voted for the Estes.
Yeah, I did last night. That's the I was watching Fallon and quickly trying to vote for bed.
Well, I will say this. For those annual members, voting ends at 5 o'clock today. I think and then it goes to a panel of 4 once I whittle down the finalists. And I will announce the finalists maybe early next week. But get those votes in. Check your emails. Apparently, sometimes my emails go to spam. Go check your spam folder if you're an annual member. And you did not get my email late last week with the voting link. So
it's still open, right? The voting?
Till 5 o'clock.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was like midnight last night. That's why I was like,
no, you had. But I see that you're
stop
in.
Big Brother to vote.
And we've got actually a fair amount of votes. So it's
good.
It's been properly voted. People have taken their time with it clearly, and Fergie's prostate told me he had a fun time with it. Actually, it was a fun exercise, as he worded it.
I changed mine so many times.
I did too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but that was so good. And I made sure like not to favor our show as much as possible and anything I'm on. But there were some moments where I'm like, well, that was actually pretty good.
I think the hardest part for me was the nasties because they're just also terrific. And I was like,
I know.
How do you choose? Like,
I spread it out.
Good. Yeah.
I try to spread it out as best as I could.
It's been interesting watching the votes because I've been looking at some people's and those that stray away from them and those that vote for them. There are those that are happening. Like there are, like you, there's some that like, I don't want to vote for my stuff type thing. And then there's others where they're first on whatever they're in. Well,
no comment.
I respect that. They're allowed to. Yeah. That both.
Way to go, Jasmine.
There was one point. I had that with one person. I won't go into, I messaged him like, I'm not voting for yourself on this
Eric.
one. And they was like, no, Eric has not voted yet.
Oh, shoot. He'll
Eric
get it.
and Trev has not voted.
Back from vacation.
Who else hasn't voted from here?
Did Belsey vote? Because you sent it to him. I think he probably did.
He hasn't voted yet.
Oh, get on it, Belsey.
I don't believe he has.
He's a busy boy.
But I'll have to double check.
So you're wearing a tux, which I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Why not? Let's rock.
It says black tie formal on the event
I wish
listing.
I had a tux.
I was going to ask you. You don't know yet.
I don't know yet, which is not good.
I can give you some looks.
Well, no, it's like I have to go now buy something, but like it's not going to be able to get tailored in time.
Go see the Blues at Modern.
How long?
I don't have time for that.
That is not an excuse. How long did you have? You're the one who planned this.
I know. I'm very aware of that.
Drives me crazy. Oh, I don't have time, but like, come on. You know it's going to take like 3 weeks to get tailored.
I don't have time now.
He does have some good like jacket. Like at Oilers games, he does.
I don't have good now. So that's the thing. Like I wanted to, and I've wanted for a while just a good red suit.
Oh my God.
Like burgundy.
Like maroon?
You've got the maroon one, don't you?
Yeah, burgundy's nice. White shirt, keep it clean.
But I wanted to then get a bow tie.
Yeah, you can wear a bow tie with that.
Yeah, black bow tie and stuff. But
a dinner jacket.
But it's one of those where, I had a different, like a jacket that's.
But it doesn't match your pants?
No, I don't have like good dress pants. I only have suit pants from other suits, and I don't want to mix and match and stuff.
You know,
but I want to go. But
Simon's.
But I need to get it tailored.
Or Indochino,
right? But I don't know if they can turn it around in a week.
Yes, Simon's can.
In a week?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, they have tailors on location. Like, go to the West Ed one. I think the Londonderry one's still there. I heard.
Yeah, it is.
Like, okay, but go to the West Ed one.
I got to look because when would I have time?
I'm gonna look it up.
I guess maybe I could do it Saturday.
Do it.
I can maybe do it Saturday.
Let's all help Maddie. We'll be your fairy godmothers.
I could do it Saturday before.
Godfather, but whatever.
I'll actually go to Londonderry for Saturday.
But they have tailors on site, and they'll get it to you that afternoon.
I just
didn't know it would be that quick because I've done it once there, and it was a couple of days.
Go.
No, I just need to find I need to find time.
I went to the West Ed one.
I know you've been busy.
And they did it that day, and I had to get it done.
And that's why Saturday actually might work because if I go to Londonderry, it's near Century Casino Sports Bar, where I will be going, so I could go stop there, pop in at Century.
Do you guys have any like big events coming other than Etsy's, like weddings and stuff? Because then you can legit like be like, this is an investment for your suit.
Oh no, I don't mind buying suits.
Oh, good.
I wear them to the Oiler games at times.
That's wicked.
You can literally get tuxedo pants there for a pretty good price.
Oh, they have tuxedo pants. I didn't know
do.
They had that. Oh, they have tuxedo jackets and stuff.
No.
Maybe? No, that's just pants that you're looking at right there. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'd still probably go for the full suit and stuff. Like, I'm okay with getting a bit of a suit. I'll wear it to Oiler games.
Simon's is like... I
like Simon's.
It's got everything.
I know.
You gotta find the sales.
Yes.
Get the sales at Simon's.
Because there's always stuff on sale online.
Don't do it full price.
With the season changing,
will go on sale.
Stuff's on sale, so get on that.
I always like the Bay too. Right. Like when Bay Days comes.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Bay Days. They got good deals and they got some nice clothes.
They do.
And I'm sad that it's closed across the street from where we lived.
Man, that hurt at the mall, City Center Mall, when they went. That hurt. That was a good Bay.
It was great to just every
was
so
like
often.
Renfrew when that closed.
That went down.
Was so awful.
Oh, it sucks. No, Holt Renfrew though is a nice district now.
Oh, it is.
No, is it
No,
Henry
that's-
Singer?
that's
Oh,
Henry
no,
Singer.
Henry
Sorry,
Singer.
Henry
No.
Singer. My
Henry
bad.
Singer.
I know that's what like.
My bad.
Renfrew, they closed completely.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They didn't even move, I don't think.
They just shut down.
They-
Or did they
they-
go to Wested?
No, they shut down, and there was like Louis Vuitton in there, which now has their own store in West Ed.
Yeah.
That's one of the few stores with the security.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's the other one?
There's
Tiffany?
Gucci
That's the one.
or Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany.
Tiffany's or something. They always have that security guard in front.
Let me in, mister.
I can.
I need to buy
Afford this.
something for a lady.
Yeah.
There's also my good buddy Ron and Vea over at Parlor Barbacoa. They have a location inside the new Henry Singer too. Great spot if you're looking for a good place.
Oh, Bar Henry?
Oh, and then there's Bar Henry, which is a hidden gem, so we don't talk about that. But go there; it's fantastic.
What's the one outside then, Henry Singer?
Parlor Barbacoa? It's a
Hair's place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And they do like Kent Morrison goes there, but he goes to the one on 102nd Ave, but he gets like the full steam, the beard treatment. Kent Morrison is a man.
Well, I hate to ruin it for you, but Corey the butcher did tweet yesterday that he went to Bar Henry.
Yeah, I was gonna
and it was
say
an
that.
absolute treat. He
It is
did.
fantastic.
Great
You
service,
went
delicious
already?
food,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful space.
I'm gonna go.
I do need to go there, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it's there.
No.
You would walk by and not think anything of it.
And it's
you
tiny.
have to know it's there.
Supposed to be like a speakeasy kind of vibe.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Yeah.
And go see my boy Tristan there. He is absolutely fantastic, great host. He'll pour you a little extra.
Okay,
And tell him I sent you.
I will.
And with that, since I mentioned Corey the Butcher, meetup in the market taking place Wednesday, September 25th, which features a silent auction, all in support of the Butchery Team Canada, which Corey the Butcher is part of. They are going to the Worlds in Paris. It takes $10,000 for each practice, let alone getting to Paris for accommodations and getting the proteins they use. There's an event that's taking place, as I said, it's on the 25th. Corey the Butcher on Twitter. I'll go to his handle right away, but I clicked the link from there, so I'll get back there. They've got this event at Ritchie Market, which is where Acme Meats is. There's a little hall there. $100. It gets you a food and one beer in addition to an entry in one of 3 door prizes, which includes dry-aged AAA hind of beef cut and wrapped, valued at $1,400. There's some other swag. He's posting, what has he got? 2 spots in a cut like a chef class, donated by Knifeware. There's some EST merch you can go in. Central Show Social Hall has a chef's table for 4. To get your tickets, actually just go check out Corey the Butcher on Twitter, at Corey the Butcher, because he's got an Eventbrite page that you can go to. So go support Corey the Butcher and Butchery Team Canada as they go to or get set to go to nationals. This is the EST Hangout on your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. Edmonton Sports Talk, Matt Iwanyk, Jasmine, Sidhu?
Sidhu. Jasmine Sidhu. Or
Sidhu.
Seducer.
Sounds good. Tom Gazzola with you here. Let's get to Hangout Headlines, which is brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, offering premier conditions, top-notch service, unmatched value. Book your tee time by visiting theranchgolf.com. NFL starts today.
Yeah.
Who's excited?
Me. Me.
That's embarrassing by all 3 of us.
We're just so giddy.
Everyone is excited.
Everyone is excited.
How about the guy texting in to the morning show with the boys earlier? By the way, great morning show at the S Alumni Golf Tournament, and Grey Cup made an appearance on the show if you didn't catch it. The guy's getting married Saturday, and he's like, my wife is going to find out quickly how much I'm into fantasy because I'll be watching the next day after the wedding. You can't do that. You're going to have to like pseudo watch it like on your phone, keeping tabs, but you got to do marriage stuff.
I think you could have...
Even I know that.
I'll say that if there's a gift opening the next day,
You can have it on.
you could have it on in the background.
Sure. But it's...
Because there's going to be a bunch of guys coming over. They're going to want to watch. And that's the way to entertain.
Yeah.
You can't
Blend
be...
them together.
Like... locked in with your team jersey on.
Yeah. There's no farting.
No, like you could have
Yeah.
some finger. I would assume there's gonna be some finger foods.
Like
If
What
it's a gift
boys are
opening.
coming over?
Well, it's a gift opening. Like
Right.
if family comes over, we're saying.
Oh, okay, wait, I don't
Ladies
know.
no.
downstairs.
We're saying if-
or
like
guys
you-
I
downstairs,
heard that
ladies
part of it.
upstairs.
Yeah, no.
Something
He's
like
saying
that.
he's just gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna veg out and watch that, and
read
I don't
that-
think you can do that.
That's a no-no.
No, I mean,
I'm saying if there's a gift opening, you could have it on.
Absolutely.
People, the guys that are going to show up, they're going to want to pay attention. They're going to watch. They'll probably sit there. They'll watch it. But you also have to understand that at some point it's going to be, oh, we got to open up gifts. And you got to go open up gifts. And TV goes off.
Doesn't go off. Stays on.
You just go to that room.
And it's nice enough for those guys or girls that like football to show up on.
Yeah, no, but when it's really gift opening time, you got to go focus on the gift opening.
Well, freaking bring the gifts close to the TV.
Nah, you can't do that.
And you delay the first beer, you have the mimosa.
Yeah.
Always have the mimosa.
Have the mimosa.
And you're dressed up nicely.
Yeah. Collared shirts.
Absolutely.
Of course. Thank you.
You can't just veg out, though.
No.
And just be like, I'm going to set up 5 TVs.
Not today.
And watching football.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm so surprised I agree with you guys.
But why? Like,
Thank you.
You think we're like
animals?
Yeah.
What are we?
We understand how this goes.
Yeah.
And if there's a gift opening, I understand you have to have the game on. Because I'd be that one person coming hoping that football would be on.
It's like,
so I can watch the football.
Put the red zone on.
Yeah, I've been to a few gift openings. Obviously, the ladies are very excited about it. Usually, you're hungover as a guy, or a lot of the girls are too. And you're like, okay, we had too much fun yesterday. I wanna relax. But then you have to be polite and you have to get involved. But if you do have the games on, it makes it that much easier. And then you have a beverage or two and you feel a little bit better, and it makes it an easier transition into the work week.
Something to just have as you have the chat with people.
Exactly.
Talk about the night before.
That's right. Shoot the
all
shiz,
of that.
right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And then you just watch it. You just have that football in the background. Volume not that hot loud.
Nope.
No,
it's there.
It's there.
But it's not loud.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. Now, if there's no gift opening, some people don't do gift openings.
I've never heard of this, by the way. So
the gift opening?
Yeah, because in my culture we do it obviously much different. But
my brother didn't do a gift opening the next day. They did. They just
so wait,
did
you
their own
guys
thing.
buy actual presents? Like you'll open this up and it'll be like a blender or something?
The ones that you bring to the wedding.
Yes.
You guys don't do money? You guys are Italian. There's Italian in you.
Now it's mostly money, but you open up the card and you read the card.
Yeah.
Which is awkward.
And then
that's weird.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Yeah,
I love you. Thank you. Oh, it's so special. Oh my God, I love it.
You read the card in front of everyone, and then but if there's gifts, you open up those
Lots
gifts.
of crying and hugging. And you're like, oh my
God.
But if you're not doing a gift opening, there's nothing happening the next day, and it's just the two of you. You gotta do something together. Like you gotta do things. You gotta. Again, maybe you could throw on the game for a little bit. While you're sitting there,
you can't go to like a sports bar and watch the game together.
You can't do that.
That's a niche.
You can't be throwing on multiple TVs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even throw. Like, I guess you could throw on Red Zone and just have in there, but again, volume lower because you should be chatting.
Yeah.
Reminiscing about the night before.
Can you believe he did that? Oh my God.
Cleaning, if you would do your own gift opening then there.
Right.
If you got gifts, you would open it with I would assume the two of you. You can't just be like feet up for 12 hours. I'm watching football today.
Be respectful.
So,
I still think
unless she wants in, but clearly based on the text, she's not aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a harsh surprise if he does go that route, but I feel like he knows better.
I'm biased.
Well, hopefully
as well,
he's learned.
So I don't know. I'm biased because I obviously like football. I would be like, that's what we're gonna do. But you guys maybe can watch like the Sunday nighter together. I'll compromise on that.
Because then everyone's left by then. You can cuddle on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. You get in your jammies and just like
and she falls asleep, and you're like, I'm
yeah.
just gonna crush some beers and watch this game.
Exactly. And still
That's a great way to end.
chat.
Yeah.
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 That's a good compromise.
The dulcet tones of Mike Tirico.
I'm shocked that you two have like such a good brain about this.
Harsh.
It's if I ever
compliment.
get married.
No, it's not a compliment. I'm surprised you two are animals and just all selfish about yourself.
Oh, that's what we are, but we know what we're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
I respect it.
Somehow we're being nice to us there.
I think I'm shook. I don't even have a response to this whole conversation because I'm like, wow.
I love my freedom.
I don't think there's
Self-awareness.
anyone here that would think otherwise. I don't think.
I hope not. I don't think so either, actually. Pretty conscious.
Dusty and Eric were immediately like, you can't do that.
Yeah, I was like,
So.
Yeah, but they're already kind of.
Americano Jeremy, did you see that one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go ahead. No.
He texted in Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. I'm getting married next Saturday, and I had to promise my fiance I won't golf on the Sunday. She made me sign a piece of paper.
Hey, golfing you can reschedule though. No, I know it gets the end of the season, but.
Yeah, he didn't say if it's a regular Sunday or something, or if he just wants to go golfing on the Sunday.
That's cute though.
Yeah, unless she was like,
Cute story.
hey, I think you could first throw it out there. Hey, do you want to come golfing? The two of us.
Exactly.
If
That's
she says no, then it's okay. Well, we're not golfing, and you can't go golfing.
Right.
So,
happy wife, happy life.
but I understand the neneeding to sign a paper. There's some really
Well
great,
done
There's
to
some
Americano
great.
Jeremy's fiance for making him sign an
She
agreement, a legally binding contract. Golf dates are actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been on a bunch of them, especially if the girl you're with is an excellent golfer too. It doesn't really matter, but they are super fun. And people, the first time I told someone about, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going on a date with the girl, we're going golfing. And they're like, what? And then they followed up and asked how it went. And I was like, awesome. It was such a good time.
It's an activity.
Yeah.
And they're always busy.
That's also why like the Top Golf needs to come
That's
here.
yeah,
Or
like
like
that.
there's
That'd be great.
Ultimate
it's
Top Golf.
What is
so
it?
much fun.
Calgary.
It's called
Launchpad.
Launchpad.
That's
Yeah.
supposed to be coming to Edmonton. There's
That's a
supposed to be a
trampoline
spot in
race.
South Edmonton, and they could be open till -20 in Calgary.
That's great, but like I haven't been to Launchpad.
It's
feel
not
like,
Topgolf.
Yeah, Topgolf is. You need to see it to believe it. Like it's like 3 or 4 decks. The one in Vegas has a pool that's open to the public. Like if you just want to go swimming, you can go to Topgolf, jump into your swim gear and go in the pool. But then like the food, the drinks, the arcade, the music, like the time I went to Topgolf in Scottsdale, so many dates.
Yeah.
And then birthday parties, just gatherings, and people just sitting at the bar having drinks. Like, I'm like, this
People
is
watching
amazing.
stuff,
Oh,
right?
people watch.
Yeah.
It's amazing people watching.
Launchpad has a nice vibe.
It does?
It's
Okay.
not Topgolf.
Topgolf is
Like
everything.
the golfing part of it, even it's not there. Like it's very lit up in Topgolf across the whole thing. Launchpad, when I was like 4 years ago, I was there or something. Maybe even about 4 years ago. It doesn't have the same look as you look out. But they've got
Yeah.
good music. Like they play the music.
Yeah.
It's a good little spot. At least the one I was in Calgary, which was at Mickelson National.
Okay.
So, and they have 2 in Calgary, but that's also would be the date spot to go to if they came
Absolutely.
here because it's very casual.
Yeah.
If you look, like girls will go in heels
Yep.
to Topgolf.
Yep.
It's whatever.
It is.
Sick.
Yeah, because it's whatever.
It's
Yeah.
a date.
Yeah.
Like, and it's nice, and there's a vibe to it. Maddie's right. I remember they talk about the lights and the vibe. Like the lights synced up to the music. When we went there, we brought my dad and my uncle. It was the boys' golf trip, and they had never been. And I remember my dad was up and we were playing, and he was very overwhelmed, and he's like, "This is different. This is weird," but he was having a good time. And then all of a sudden, like the music stopped and the lights went on. It was like everything went dark except all the TVs and everything. And he's like,
The
"Oh."
mood.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, what happened?" He looked at us. He was about to swing. He's like, "The power went out." And I was like, "Just wait." And then like one target started lighting up with the bass, and then another one with the bass, and then another one, and then you could hear the music starting to rise, and then it was just like all lights, and it was like boom, 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 and he's like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "Hey, swing! You're wasting time. Let's go!" And yeah, we had a great time. It is a total vibe. A great date.
Yeah.
Recommendation for sure.
Okay, let's invest in a Topgolf, boys. Let's make some money.
It's very. Oh, that would be great. It would take a lot of money too. You know, people with some capital,
Just
right?
saying.
But
So
like
what
you
we-
walk up to it and it's massive.
So what we do is we open up Shanks. We get Shanks going, presented by EST.
Of course.
The profits we make from that, we open up Topgolf. Or do we just do both at once?
Gotta do
I think
one.
we just do both at once.
Let's
I mean,
just get-
Shanks can be converted into Topgolf.
No.
No.
Need a little
too
bit more
small.
space, yeah.
Oh, you need a
It's
lot of
not. You
space.
need height.
Oh, we need height.
You need height. That would
Yeah.
be the one thing too. It's because the people are.
Okay, well, it's going to be in the south side.
So that's where it's supposed to go. Launchpad.
Okay.
That
That
I've
makes sense.
heard. I haven't heard any. That was like a year ago. I heard that. So nothing is
Right by
progressed.
Jasmine's place, probably. Jasmine wants it that way.
I do. Hey, I'm serious. All nasties, let's all round up all our money, and then we'll become a bunch of investors and take some profit.
Yeah.
Cash, by the way, I saw your message right now about your wife. I'm sure we'll hit it off. I'm bringing, my date's going to be one of my best friends. Her name is also Jasmine, so she's going to be coming with me.
Jasmine and Jasmine.
Yes. So I think your wife would hit it off with both of us.
You bring out a crew to most of the events that you
Yeah.
come out to.
I roll with the entourage.
Yes, I like
I'm
that.
popular. Just kidding. That's a joke.
Are you-
I say that as a joke.
Which one are you? Who's the turtle? And who's the Johnny Drama?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or is it-
I'd say I'm Vinny.
Oh, the star. I like it.
Because I'm the one that's always, coming to these events. Right?
Touche.
And then I roll with my crew. My crew's
Touche.
the best, though. I have the best friends, so ever. The other ones are all in Bali, or they were going to come, right?
Are they still in Bali, or did they get to South Korea?
They're in Bali still. They moved to another location, another villa today, and then they're going to South Korea, I think, next week. Yeah.
Bali, everyone says, is a great time.
Yeah, you know,
I've never been, but like that's where a lot of Australians go.
Yes, that's right. They said it's so many Australians and like young people there to party. I guess that's their Mexico, right?
Quick hop. Probably
and
good deals and stuff like that.
That'd be a very nice Mexico.
Hopefully less dangerous than Mexico has become.
Yeah, I don't.
Mexico's dangerous when you go inside. If you stay in the resorts on the coasts, you're fine.
I heard the prices went up too.
Okay, well,
they're not bad. I'm looking right now.
One of my friends married a Mexican girl, Deanna, and he moved there from Fort McMurray because of the cost of living. Long story short, I actually got to go into the Mexican culture and like little towns and take like a little plane and all that and actually experience their culture, and it is absolutely wonderful. Like it's so clean. There, I didn't see any homelessness, no drugs, nothing. It's like this misconception when you look at like this resort style.
Yeah,
I'm not a resort person by any means either.
I love it. It's so easy.
It's so boring. Don't you want to go on adventures?
Completely boring. I do enjoy adventures, but sometimes after many adventures at home, like it's what we do is busy. You just want to just sit there on the beach and lay down and
go to another beach where you can do a bunch of stuff during the day and then go to the beach.
I don't have the energy.
What's up, Maddie?
Nothing.
Maddie's going to Mexico.
We're getting ready to talk about the Ravens, I promise. Yeah.
We're supposed to, family, we're supposed to go in the new year.
Family trips are good because of the cost. I get the cost aspect when you have children and stuff like that. It's like easy. I get all that, but.
Well, my mom wants a family trip every 2 years to keep the family together and stuff and close. We see each other all the time, but like it's a commitment of every 2 years. We're gonna.
Are you kidding me? Life is so short.
This is, I'm not saying anything wrong with it.
But you're saying, it's such a commitment for every 2 years? I don't think
No. She wants a commitment for every 2 years that we're going to do this.
Should do it.
So
now mama.
So next year, I'm waiting for my brother. I don't think he's listening right now, but if he is, Mike, you're supposed to get back to me with some sort of options. I've done a lot of work on this.
Where Mexico is thinking?
Puerto Vallarta, whatever.
Puerto Vallarta. I like Puerto Vallarta.
And Cancun. Looking at those
also
two.
Fantastic.
She doesn't like that. We got the costs.
Or
we gotta look at the cost of
Del Carmen.
Those are all like kind of party places, eh?
They are or aren't.
You'll love Coco Bongo if it's still.
Where should I go?
You're gonna get robbed there.
Where should I go?
It is kind of sketchy.
I know a guy. His chain got snatched.
Ooh.
Yeah. What?
You didn't like either of those options, so where's the place?
Cabo's good.
Oh, we can't. There's a reason we can't go Cabo.
There's another place that's up and coming.
We're also looking for direct flights.
Oh,
largely because we have little kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was looking, there was no direct flights or something.
Oh, yeah, direct.
So we gotta look at direct
There's another place that starts with an M. I think there.
Mazatlan?
Yes, I heard that's really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
I've been looking at various hotels, but also pricing and making sure it all works. Because we don't want to go for like 4 days or something.
Bruh. Let's go.
I
like that.
That's the idea with Shanks. Is to have a sports book because they have the horse track.
We should do like Circa in Vegas.
That looks like an awesome place.
I couldn't make it out there when I went to watch the Oilers game. I really wanted to go and see all the screens. My brother guy said it's unreal.
And then the stadium swim looks so cool. That would be a great place to just hang out. That would be the perfect Sunday football day, like in November.
Yeah.
A nice sunny day in the desert, very comfortable, probably around like 25 degrees and just in the pool.
And I don't think it was very expensive. I don't think it was expensive.
No?
I think if you wanted single admission, don't quote me on this, I think it was like $25 a person USD.
To get into like circumswim.
But I would obviously go, we would do a bottle service, right?
Yeah, you want something.
Well, that's going to be like what, minimum $2,000-$3,000?
I think it's pretty expensive, But if you get a good group, then
if you get a bunch of people, it's really not that expensive, right?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Big Slime Nasty via the Paris Jewelers inbox says, wife and I got married last December. Open gifts Sunday afternoon with no football on. Then we watched his Chiefs play the Pack on primetime. See, that's a way to do it.
His wife is very nice. Just wanted to say that.
My wife.
Okay, let's. So there's Lower Cabanas. I'm gonna book now.
Oh yeah, check it out. Are we going to Vegas,
Capacity
guys?
is 12.
You know what's so funny? These guys are probably, can you not come? You're a girl.
I don't know if, I'm trying to figure this out. So it says this item requires a $750 minimum spend at the venue.
Say it again, $750?
Spend.
Yeah, but if you have people,
I think it's like
food credits and stuff, right?
You have to, so you're paying $750 for the spot,
right?
You get stuff for it because you're gonna spend $750.
They'll probably have a max people on that.
It's 12.
Yeah, that's freaking nothing.
So that's how I'm assuming it works. So you pay it's the max or the minimum spend.
Yeah.
So like there's a poolside boxes on September 5th. So that's today from 8 till 4. That's fine. Oh, how much is this gonna cost on a Sunday? Oh, I'm changing this to Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is this going up this weekend?
Even doubles.
Even Saturday would be expensive.
I mean,
general admission. Get tickets for general admission. That can't be right.
What is it?
It says prepay $100.
Ooh. On Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
General admission.
Weekend.
Well, NFL Sunday. An upper cabana. Woo!
How much?
Woo! Minimum spend is full day. 8,000.
No,
yeah, I believe that.
If you want the morning, which is 8 till 4, that's virtually all of the morning, the 2 afternoon slates. 7,000. If you want the Sunday nighter, which is 5 to 11, that's 1,000 minimum spend. That's the upper cabana. Poolside boxes. How much is this one going to be?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about the same. Owner's suite.
Plus tip. They'll make you tip on top of that. So that about like 700
Owner's
something
suite
a person.
is for a capacity of 25. So there's a lot.
That's awesome.
15 grand.
You know what? Like, listen, that's a lot of cheddar, and most people don't want to go and do that. But I'd like to do it just once, and I think it would be like, all right, I did it. It was cool. I did a whole Sunday watching football at the pool.
I agree.
And the vibe was awesome. I did it. I'm good. It's like deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
I did it once. I almost puked. Didn't. Caught a barracuda. Peace. I'm never doing that again. That's what I would do with that too.
It's like a huge thing in my culture, in my Punjabi culture. We always because we have so many people, like cousins and like our friends will group people together. So we always usually get bottle service wherever we go. Because how else are we all going to get a spot to hang? We're just like standing somewhere.
Right.
So we get a place to kind of chill. Sit.
It makes sense.
And it's the experience. And I'm not saying to do it all the time by any means. I'm saying, if you book a cousin's trip.
Yeah.
Like I went to Tulum and we did it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You think if I went on a Saturday?
We'll go to Tulum. Actually, it's very expensive.
If we went on Saturday and I requested the triple header of the Canadian Football League, they'd get it on one of the TVs.
Not a chance in hell. Unless they put CBS Sports on there.
Well, that's but with all the college football, do you think I'd be able to get away with that?
They put it in a little corner of the screen.
What do we got?
We got
here?
a Canadian guy who wants to watch the Riders.
That's 5 to 11.
They would if you bought the service. I bet you they would.
Yeah,
they have so many. It's like Sanchi Casino that day with the little golf window.
But that was awesome.
Yeah, thank you to Savage for getting that one done.
Speaking of, actually, you know what? In Vegas, I watched the Grey Cup, the 100th Grey Cup, at the sports book at Caesar's Palace, and they had the Grey Cup on the main screen and most of the other screens, and then they had the NFL games around it.
Oh, that's nice.
It was, and
they prioritized that. Right?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think there was other
Canadians that go.
I don't think anybody, but they just had it on like one of the biggest screens there.
2015, I was in LA with the fam for. We were at a basketball game. We were at LA Live, waiting to go to the Lakers game, and we're in the bar, and I asked for the Grey Cup on. It was Eskimos, Red Blacks.
Yep.
And it was on ESPN2. And I was like, this is going to be tough. It's NFL Sunday, but there's only like 3 games on, so it was a lower slate. I was like, could I get a TV on ESPN2? It's our Super Bowl. And like, we'll see what we can do. And so they put it on. And so my family watched the Grey Cup in LA Live for the 2015. And then we actually went to the game because you could get in. We walked in and there was a bar, and the DraftKings bar was there.
Yep.
And that's where my brother and I finished watching the game.
Perfect.
Where we watched the Eskimos at the time win their last Grey Cup. And I'm still stunned that on a Sunday in LA at a sports bar next to the Staples Center, I was watching the Grey Cup and I convinced them to get that one on. It's a great accomplishment.
That was Yard House?
I can see the pride.
I was very proud of that one.
Yeah.
I was figuring they would say no, and I'm like, how am I going to watch this? But they put it on, and I was like,
See?
So thankfully that was on ESPN too.
That was on at Yard House?
Do that now. I can't remember.
Or another spot. That Grey Cup, which was great to watch, we were in Toronto. The Oilers were playing the Leafs the next day. And we went to Wayne Gretzky's Bar and Restaurant just down the street from Rogers Center. And we had a big group from the Oilers and the media and stuff like that. We had a great time watching. We booked a big room, and the Eskimos won, obviously. They wouldn't serve Jack Michaels any more alcohol by the end of the game. Jack swears he was fine, but he was just really loud and he was really into it. He likes to.
He's just hyper.
He loves the CFL. Like he'll be like, man, the Elks can't run the ball. Like early in the season, I'll be like,
oh really?
He's like and then he'll like rip the CFL in front of everybody, like at an Oilers morning skate or whatever. But then he'll like text me and be like, boy, their defense is good.
So he's a closeted
he loves it. He loves it. Jack Michaels, CFL fan.
Saw him at Bunting's tournament.
Yeah.
He was with
him and Emily.
He was with Bunting.
And Bunting, yeah.
Big Maple's message is hilarious.
But he was carded with Damon.
Oh, yeah. Not surprised.
Sorry, Big Maple's like, Vinny developed a bad drug habit and got punched in the face by Eminem.
Yes.
but here's a tip, boys. We got a tip from Prez. He said 15,000 is a lot of money, but you can just put 15,000 on Raiders and Panthers to lose. Free table.
Does it count on betting then?
Well played.
Well, you're in Vegas.
No, I didn't. But it says you have to spend 15,000. I was thinking it had to be like food, drinks, but that's betting.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm asked. So like you could actually use that money that you have to spend. Could it be done on betting?
I don't know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying is you put that money down, you
at
get
the table,
and then you have the free table.
Yeah, like you go once you gamble, whatever.
Smart.
It's Caesar's.
Well, I'm also, but like if I have to spend like 8,000 for the day, that can't be just on food or whatever. That's got to be a little bit on betting. Well, I would imagine.
I think the point is like you'll make the money and you'll spend.
No, I know, but I'm also now curious if whatever spend you have to do at Circa, what do you have to spend that money on?
If you can spread it around and put
if I can spend it on gambling, that makes it even better for me.
Let you do that?
Well, that makes it, I think, even easier for me to stomach.
Food and alcohol, 15 G's would be hard, but for that bet.
Well, but now it's like I have a chance to actually go. Okay, let's go take $5,000 of this money we spent.
Yeah.
And see if we can make our money back or do some better.
Smart. I like
that's
that.
what I was wondering.
That's actually pretty funny. If you could pull that. I mean,
but that's the game that they lose, you lose that bet.
I think we get enough nasties to go to Vega, and we could do
go to Vega.
Yeah, go to Vega. I call it Vega.
Maybe one day.
Well, we have a plan to go to LA. To take the show to LA.
Oh yeah, for the Summer Olympics.
Yes,
that's 2028.
Which I will be there.
Lots of runway to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. First, they got a 26 World Cup.
Touche.
Then we got to build a Topgolf. Yep.
Lots of work.
Open up Shanks.
Yeah.
We did say we were going to reopen up the End Zone Pub one day.
Yep.
That was one of the things we discussed.
There's a liquor store in there right now.
Yeah, we're going to punt it and put the End Zone Pub back there.
Now, there's plans for that area.
Yes, there are. This is the EST Hangout. Jasmine, Tom, Matt with you here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Thanks to those listening on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, TuneIn. I already said that one. YouTube. And for those listening to us on podcasts in the future, the renderings. There's renderings. We have renderings of renovated Commonwealth.
Yeah. So shout out to Elks Herd.
Friend of EST.
Yeah, friend of EST. And they did some excellent sleuthing, and they got some scoops on the team and obviously the facilities going forward. So shout out to them, and then I posted it as well. There's renderings. There's plans to renovate Commonwealth Stadium. They have been approved by the city, but what is approved right now is just continual upgrades and maintenance that needs to be done. The big plans still need the funding. And then the focus is on concourse flow. If you saw the Metallica Pink concerts, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. You couldn't move. People talked about it at the Heritage Classic as well. And then also concession accessibility. So there's 5 photos. I posted 4 of them. There was a picture of the concession renovation that they had. It looks like there's glass instead of like the aluminum covering, so it would make it an indoor facility. It looks like the floor in the main concourse was graded because right now it was flattened. Right now it's graded so that rain and snow can run off into the drains and stuff like that. So I don't know what it'll cost. It's nice to see that there's a plan moving forward. A lot of people tweeting and replying saying that just bulldoze it, build something new. Like their opinions were all over the place, not surprisingly.
Provincial government needs to help out. If they're helping Calgary, they need to help us out for this.
And there was people that were saying Calgary got money from the province for surrounding infrastructure. Mm-hmm. But that's of the billion and whatever it costs to build that new event center and arena for Calgary, yes, 330 mil basically came from the province.
But they also didn't. The Edmonton's with our rink. There was a surrounding area and none of that. And there was no money from the province for that. That's where, so Edmonton is owed. I will always start these conversations with this. One, I understand budgets are different and money gets allocated differently, but we do need a new hospital. That's always going to be the priority.
I agree with you. That Southwest Hospital is so important.
We haven't had a new hospital since Grey Nuns, I think.
Yeah.
Early 90s.
We had the renovations made to the emergency room at the Misericordia.
That I think hospital needs some love,
but
still.
We need a new hospital. We've expanded. The city of Edmonton itself is $1 million now.
Look at the traffic.
We need a new hospital.
Yeah.
But
I
also understand that budgets, there's a lot of money that goes in different places. So you could do both. Like the hospital should be done no matter what. Red Deer, I think, still needs their hospital. Hospitals need to be built. But we are owed money too when it comes to that stuff since the province gave it to Calgary. And the tearing down of Commonwealth, the cost to tear it down, I wonder what the cost would be.
I know.
We talked about Olympic Stadium being like $1 billion to tear it down and get rid of it.
And $870 they're pumping into Olympic Stadium. Yeah,
because it's cheaper than tearing it down.
Yeah.
I think Commonwealth is probably the same spot. It probably would be a ridiculous amount of money to tear down Commonwealth and get rid of it all.
Yeah.
Because of all the concrete and everything that's involved with that. Mm-hmm. So the more prudent financial move might actually be to renovate it, as opposed to just letting it sit there and be nothing, or try to demolish it. So now it's, okay, let's get it renovated. But the thing I love about these renderings is they're like, the city, they approve these plans. Cool. But the key part is funding's not approved, and that's what matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guarantee one day we will get funding for whatever's going to come. And it may be next year, it may be 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now. But when that comes, these renderings will be different.
Absolutely.
Things will change so much. And to me, this was almost a little bit of a nothing burger. The conversations are happening. We know they're going to happen, but something like it's also what is Larry Thompson and the Elks want,
right?
Which is weird to say. I'm not going to lie. Saying a single individual and his team, that's a little weird with this franchise. But what does he want? Does he want Commonwealth still? Because like, look, you're far away from the field. That is a deterrent. How do you fix that?
Dig.
Well, the two ways you could do it, one is you could lower it and build more seats to it or suites down there or something. But now you've just created more capacity. That's the issue with that.
Right.
The other thing you could do is what Ed Hervey wants, which is slide the turf to one side. He wanted to slide it to have the home bench with the fans and slide the field over. And now the east side is further away, but the west side is right there because he wanted his team to feel the crowd. Mm-hmm. That was something I know he
like
wanted.
Courtside seats sort of deal?
Well, but it's just that it's more of an intimate thing. Like you're right there with the fans behind you.
Yeah, like in the NFL.
But east side, you're going to be a lot further away.
Right.
But it might open up. Maybe you could see it better. I don't know.
That would remind me of like the old stadiums in the NFL. We just saw the last one in Oakland where like the field, they would wedge it into a baseball like multi-purpose facility, and like the turf would be on Oakland and Miami had it for a while. San Fran had it, where it's like, well, it's not an ideal football stadium, but it works. That's what it would, if they were to slide the field closer to the west side, that's what it would remind me of a little bit. And the other thing too, the east side, if I recall correctly, it doesn't have that extra pit underneath the wall. No. So the east side is a little bit closer to the field than the west side by, I don't know, like 10 feet maybe, not even.
Wonder if you get away with building like suites down there.
Oh, maybe.
If you lowered it.
They lowered Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium. Well, when they renovated it.
But you have the suites at Concourse. What if you got rid of those, didn't sell those, and you built the suites at the bottom instead?
That's a thing in the NFL.
If you look at Cowboys Stadium, there's suites at the bottom.
Yeah.
Could you move their suites down there? So then those people, you lower the field, they're right there. And if you're in those seats, you're actually coming like in your seats, Tommy, you're row 4.
Yeah.
You got the bench in front of you.
Yep.
So it blocks part of what you see.
Yeah, it does a bit.
If they lowered it, you would be coming at it at a different angle. Maybe you just get a better visual of it too.
Absolutely.
But I think that would be a little costly.
I'm sure. This
is all going to be costly.
There's cost no matter what. Just what's the right thing
with
to
like
do.
Metallica and Pink selling out, multiple show with Metallica. first of all, that's awesome. And it could be really good for our city. I just hope people don't think that they can book stuff in Calgary once that gets all developed, right?
Yeah.
And I hope they continue to come here. So I think it'd be a good investment.
But they don't have a stadium.
They don't. Yeah.
So those aren't going to Calgary yet.
Or well, yeah, they're arena.
Right? I thought with the arena that would be, we're going to lose shows once Calgary gets a rink. But Kevin Radomski was on from the Oil Kings. He used to be he was the guy that booked the concerts for the longest time for Edmonton.
Yep.
And he said it's actually going to be better for Edmonton once their rink opens, because now Edmonton's like, there's a tier of concerts. There's those that just do the top 3, which is Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal. There's those that do all of Canada, those tours. And then there's those occasional tours where it's those top 3 with Edmonton.
Yeah.
Edmonton, we're in that middle ground. We're not with everyone else, but we're not fully Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal yet.
Right.
But he said that once Calgary comes, there will be those extra shows that go, it's worth financially to do Edmonton and Calgary back to back or whatever. Right now, some look at Edmonton and go, you're out of the way. The cost to get the trucks there, it's going to cost too much. We lose money those days we don't do shows. And to do one show there, it's just not worth it. Whereas if they could come, and I think he was saying some shows they have 2 trucks, 2 versions.
Like they send an advance.
They could send one to Edmonton, one to Calgary, show in Edmonton. That then truck goes wherever it needs to go next. The next night they're in Calgary, and boom, they've made their money.
Yes.
So that part will actually help Edmonton. But yeah, when they get one day they'll get a new stadium. But I think they're not building a stadium that's going to be 55 plus.
No, I don't think so.
Which is why I still stand by we need to keep Commonwealth for the capacity, because then we get those concerts. Those concerts are going to choose 55,000 over 40 or 35 any day.
Yeah,
legit.
But if that is the route that is decided to go, or they decide to go with, you do like this. The concourse flow has to improve. And Maddie, you and I talked about this last week. Find a way to loop the north end, because that south side, you can walk from the southwest to the southeast, but it's tight, right? You're over top of the offices and the locker rooms and all that, and it's maybe like 40 feet wide, and there's a couple little cubby holes kind of thing where it gets a little wider. But the main concourse, listen, Alan Watt was on the show with the boys this morning, and he said that he's seen those renderings for years. And what it looked like was very open, obviously, and no like little kiosks taking up space in the main concourse, because there's like the mini donuts, the little beer huts,
information spots.
It looked like they just the renderings, which changes. Yeah,
that's rendering. So like, I don't think you would not put those there. So I hope they're thinking we're moving those inside the concessions in some way.
If they,
and we don't need that.
But if you loop in the north side and you make that north side part of the stadium and create traffic flow that way, and it would require building a fence and then really do it nice, because there is room past the scoreboard, and you could still have an adequate sidewalk on the north end of the stadium. If they found a way to create flow that way with like restroom facilities and concessions, I think that would be a great use of space. I don't know if that's in the cards. I don't know what the cost that comes with that, but if that's what they truly want to do with traffic flow, because you're cramming all these people, and it's super tight in there. And those videos from the concerts were terrible.
Cramming all these people in a stadium that was designed for 45,000.
That's another good point.
That's the thing we always have to remember. It was not designed for that, because there was the grassy area at the one end. And now also with concerts, like when Metallica was here a number of years ago, they did not have the stage that they had this time. Pink had the concert like normal, which is it's at the south end.
Yep.
So you can't sell certain seats.
Right.
Metallica was dead center. They could sell the whole stadium.
Yes.
And once we start now shows are starting to do that a little bit more. That means even more people get packed in, which makes it even more congested.
Yes.
So you got to find something to do. We got to renovate, because it's just finding the funding. I understand how tough it is to find the funding, especially with where things are right now. But and I'm not talking about the Elks and all of this. It's the benefits of Grey Cup coming here. Mm-hmm. It's the benefits of those concerts coming here. How great would it be if Taylor Swift announced 3 shows here? I know it would suck for there's a lot of people that wouldn't or don't like Taylor Swift.
That doesn't matter.
But the amount of money that would bring this city, be huge.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I would love that for us.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to do something? It's 10:13. We're supposed to stand, stretch. We're supposed to talk about.
Oh, I don't do that, but I was actually going to go get a long drink.
Yeah.
I need to leave to go get one. Would anyone like a long drink?
I wish.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'm enjoying my
You guys
coffee.
continue. I'll be right back.
Drink my green tea.
All right, let's get to the text line
Okay.
here. This text coming in via the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. If you have just put suites in the new lowered area, you are not really moving any fans or many fans closer to the action, just the people in those suites. I think you bring seats down lower, then remove seats at the top of the lower bowl for more suites. Nico's dad says, can't you just add a second floor to the concourse so if you have seats on the second level, you access it from outside? I was thinking about that too. But if they want to enclose that area, that'd be tough. And is the engineering behind that? I'm sure it can be done, but you'd probably have to build restrooms on the second concourse level as well. But that was something I did think about. Like, why wouldn't you put a second concourse on top? I think you'd have to demolish the additions that were made for the 2001 World Track and Field Championships too.
Based on those renderings, it looks like that's gone.
I thought they were still there.
When you look at that rendering, it's new. It's a different thing that is built on those renderings. That's not the same.
Really?
It looks different to me. It looks like that's where, like, that they're renovating all that. I got to find your tweet here. Great radio right now. This is very different to me.
I think
because they don't have the thing standing up out of it. That looks like and it looks like it goes maybe a little deeper out.
And it looked like they raised the corners and made a new entry point.
Yeah, and they added they made it open like with glass, or I don't know if it's glass or if it's just an opening around so that there's natural light that comes in to the concourse. So that looks like, because if where like the washrooms are and all that, I think they're going to expand. That's where they're going to expand it, because like these washrooms look beautiful.
Oh, I know. That's my favorite part.
Also, the tweets and replies coming in saying, "Where are those round urinals?" Hilarious. Don't do that.
That was the best. That's still a great tweet. I just got it.
Yeah, you do. Cheers.
The official drink of the EST Hangout. It is the Finnish long drink, legend of 1952. A gin-based alcohol that's now available in Canada, and it is delicious.
Have a sip.
Sorry if that was annoying to some people.
I took one of those.
But they are delicious.
I put it in my fridge, but I didn't have it.
You didn't have it yet?
No. I'll have it.
Have it tonight during Ravens and Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
It's, this one, the zero sugar, tastes really good. It's long drink. The long drink, I got to get the website correct. That's not good by me. thelongdrink.com/Canada have a place. It shows you where to buy it.
Nice.
If you enter in your postal code, it shows you where to buy it and stuff. Because it's now just, I think, the last couple of months, it's come to Canada. Absolutely delicious, sparkling alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, the Finns have been drinking it for what, 72 years? 72 years? 72 years.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
I think your math's pretty close. I'm just going to go with it.
Let's go with it. Bison Mask Guy, how do you feel about changing the turf? I'm good with whatever's best for Commonwealth Stadium and the football team and soccer, if they get soccer back.
What soccer are we talking?
Canada.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And I, like, as a big Canadian fan,
yeah.
Edmonton shouldn't, unless Canada Soccer wants to pay Edmonton to play them here, screw them. But we do need a turf. You've talked about it. The turf's...
It's not the right... It's for soccer.
It was for 2015. Well, it's also was for 2015. And
yes.
They've got shelf lives.
Yeah.
It's like 10 years or something.
Yeah, they did not.
Coming up to the end of this.
Yes.
I won't be surprised. There was a Elks season ticket holder virtual town hall with Larry Thompson yesterday. And they officially announced that they are bidding for the 2026 Grey Cup. I read... So Vancouver and Toronto are out because... Well, Vancouver's just getting it. But they're also hosting the World Cup that year. Mm-hmm. So they don't have time to prepare for a World Cup. I guess it's between Edmonton and Calgary. I guess Calgary submitted a bid. I'm going to say it right now. Edmonton's going to be the home of the 2026 Grey Cup.
I like their chances.
If it's between Edmonton and Calgary, not a chance it's going to Calgary. I won't be surprised maybe for 2026 Grey Cup. That's one of the things you put towards the Grey Cup here is you get a new turf. Yep. And you get football specific.
Yeah.
Because they also can't do that last Grey turf for even if they stuck with this.
Yeah.
It was a terrible Grey Cup.
Bad. Footing was bad. And if you're going turf is turf. No, it's apparently the way it's woven, specific to movement in football, which is different than soccer. I've had soccer players tell me that when they play on collegiate soccer players who had to play on football field turf, and they said like the way the movements are with your feet in soccer are different than how football players move, and it can cause serious injuries. So
that's why Messi didn't go to Vancouver, right?
Was it the turf? Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And then
to play the Whitecaps.
And then now technically that is a football or a soccer turf with football being played on it, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's a soccer designed turf.
Yeah, because I think FIFA put it in, didn't they?
It was it was for the 2015 Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
And with cleats and all that, but the way it freezes is different than a football field and how it freezes with the pellets or something like that. And that's why it became like a slick surface in 2018, and they couldn't get the right footing for it.
And there's different types of pellets too.
Yeah, it changes all of that.
Affects the footing too. There's a huge science behind it. Incredible. It was enlightening to hear this and to learn it. Bison Mask Guy also adds, we need another sports building in Edmonton that can host Stingers, WHL, Oil Kings, National Lacrosse League when it comes back. There's been talk of that. I don't know where. Last I heard it was shelved, and it would be right beside, it would be where the fan park is. But that has been discussed. I don't know if it'll happen though.
Norman Combine, you're so funny. Rashog math.
Is he right with it though?
I did 72.
Yeah, and I think you're right. That's what you said. Yeah. The thing, so I would be skeptical that we will ever see that little rink again. One, I think it works. The Hive works for the Stingers. Mm-hmm. I don't think they need bigger. They also don't have a lot of home dates, but I'm just going to be skeptical because if you're the Oilers and your OEG, you have Rogers Place and you need to fill those dates. And every night that those lights aren't on is money that you're not making. So you try to make as much money as you can by filling as many nights. And like Rexall Place was one of the busiest venues in North America.
Correct.
For the longest time.
It was like top 10 or 15?
It was up there.
It was North America?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It was a very busy venue.
Awesome.
You have the Oilers that will play 41 regular season games, 4 preseason games, and you hope X amount of playoff games. You got the Oil Kings who now play a
30.
Yeah, what is it? Is it a 68 game schedule or something? But you get 30 some games from the Oil Kings.
Yeah.
If you move the Oil Kings somewhere else and you put an NL team out somewhere else, well, now you got 2 venues that you're trying to fill, and you're trying to get those nights. And how you getting those dates? That's where I'll always be skeptical. You'll load up Rogers, and if NLL ever came back, it'd have to be done in partnership in some way with OEG, whether they own it or whether you have to get a leasing agreement with them because they want to fill Rogers.
Of course. I get it, but yeah, there were discussions about building a 8,000 or 9,000 seat arena next door to Rogers Place. I think that's been scrapped. Who knows?
Build a nice 20,000 seat football stadium. Oh,
soccer. Yeah, gotcha.
With Commonwealth, and this would be a lot of money. I would love for Commonwealth if they added a retractable roof.
Yeah,
I know.
That would be unreal.
They're not cheap, unfortunately.
Nope. No. It was $500 million, I think, for BC Place 12 years ago or whatever it was.
And that is beautiful. I think you said you love that place too, right?
I've had a great time at the Heritage Classic in 2014 and was blown away at how nice they refreshed an old 70s, 80s era dome.
That Heritage Classic annoys me.
That one, it was a weird one.
They didn't open the roof. It's not an outdoor hockey game. It's a stadium game at that point.
They had it open before, and it was cold in there. It was like 7 degrees.
That's the point of an outdoor hockey game. Yeah. The fact that they closed it for the game, it's now not an outdoor hockey game. You're just playing, and now that's stadium series. That's just full stadium series. It's not an outdoor hockey game. So I do get annoyed by that one.
Yep.
Fine, Matt. Fine.
It's not an outdoor hockey game.
It was raining that day too.
But that's the thing about playing outdoors is when it's at Commonwealth. Weather's weather.
Good luck.
That's the point of playing outdoors. Yeah. But if it was 500 then, I'm assuming it's got to be 750 to a bill now to put a roof on something. And that cost, I think, would be a little pricey. But the thing for me is then Commonwealth could be used 365.
Exactly.
Could there be conventions that could use Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Could there be just some sort of events that could use Commonwealth? Could we get those extra concerts in January, February, March that could roll through town? Could we get Monster Jam in January, February that goes to there instead of going to Rogers in a smaller venue? Like it's those things. To get that done, you need and I don't want a roof. It's got to be retractable.
Retractable, yeah.
Because you want to go to an Elks game, or you want to go there in the summer with that sun on you, and you want it open. It's just wonderful.
The economics of it needs to work, and that's a big dilemma.
Jasmine, why are you smiling like that?
Rich said he's so funny. He's like, he makes this. Well, some of the nasties made a hashtag called Hat for Jasmine, which is hilarious. But now there's another hashtag created, and it's called hashtag Etsy's Champagne for Jasmine.
Does this have to do with the gift opening thing we were talking about earlier?
No, it's just that Maddie keeps saying
champagne at the Estes.
Well, remember, I think I texted yesterday being like, hey, can we have champagne in like plastic flutes?
Oh, yeah. Right? I read that one.
Obviously, Maddie was like, man, no.
Yeah, don't worry.
Starts at no, and then you got to warm them up.
Dusty stole 2 hats from me today that were designed for someone else.
Excuse me, you said you had no hats.
Because they're designed for someone else. I had 4 hats put aside for someone else specifically.
Let's fill you in here quickly, Tom.
No, this is a client of ours that they were designed for. And Dusty, I think, took 2 of them, and he's not told me that he's taken the 2 of them. And I need to know what he did with them.
He's getting.
Well, because
he's a little worried.
Why? Because I have no more hats.
Yeah, and you did. Yeah.
And these are specifically designed for someone else. And I don't have, and I said I'm bringing them. I will bring them to the Estes for this person.
Yep.
And I think Dusty took 2 of them without asking me.
I think he confirmed that on the morning show.
Did he?
Yes.
What did he say? Because he hasn't responded to my text about this.
You got to call the Hive.
I think he gave one to our new partner, Trent Brown, over at James H. Brown. I'm just saying what I heard.
So let's tell you about Hatgate quickly.
Okay, Hatgate.
So during the Nasty Bash, near the end, when you were not there.
I had to leave.
Yes. Yeah. And it was me, Maddie, and it was your brother, Polly.
Yep.
And we were sitting there, and me and Matt were just talking about, like, me coming on the team. And I was like, throw a hat in, like, as part of the deal. And he's like, yeah, fine, sure, whatever. And now he's denying all claims.
I did not. I don't remember that. Mm-hmm. Did you say his brother?
She's on the staff.
I remember Polly being there.
If he can confirm, I'll agree with it. But I had no hats.
Paul's probably.
I know I had no hats.
I just remember that we were all sitting and I think Dusty was on the other side, sitting beside me on this side, so he wouldn't be able to hear it. I think Wolf was there, or Wolf had left at this time.
Ow.
Anyways, my point is, I remember.
Still there?
Actually, I think this is the point we're trying to get him out. To go home. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying I have witnesses. And apparently X-Ray J said he heard everything.
Yeah, and he wasn't there.
Wow.
Too good. But anyways, that's how
I believe you. Yeah. I do.
Thank you. Yeah. See, Tom, why would I lie? Do I look like a liar?
I don't recall.
Are you calling me a liar?
I'm really good at remembering conversations.
Pretty good at remembering. Some have slipped your mind.
I just remember it was part of the deal. Anyways.
I just know that I had no hats. That's the one thing I know.
EST legal analyst and guy who has to investigate Hatgate. By Norm.
Lawyers don't investigate.
They hire investigators.
Avery Sports Show, will you be at the Etsy's, bro?
Yes, he is.
Is he? Great.
What are you calling it?
Etsy's? Did I say SP's? Oh. What?
No, you're not saying anything that's right.
Etsy. Etsy? What's that?
Etsy?
That's a website.
That is.
That's a website you buy all those crafts at.
No,
trinkets
or whatever people sell, and they can do those customizable things. You want a dish towel that says Tom Gazzola's home? Go on Etsy.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
It's the Estes.
Estes. Wow, you're right. I did say Etsy for a while.
I was wondering about that.
Well, you could correct me.
Didn't know when Labor Day was. Didn't know when Labor Day was. Didn't know what the Estes were. But I'm supposed to believe I promised her a hat in a conversation I don't remember.
Dare you?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. Let's quickly talk about the Ravens here.
You want to talk Ravens?
I do.
Let's go.
Okay, so judging from this morning,
Matt, Iwanyk, Jasmine, and Tommy here with you on the EST Hangout. So
judging from this morning, which I really love, everybody has a lot of faith in Baltimore, but I wanted to win. Can you believe it? Like, even though the line is -3.5 for KC, It seems like even the analysts are like, oh, don't sleep on the Ravens today, right? But here's some stats that I wanted to let you guys know. I know you have lock shot coming up, but these are your jazzy stats. Okay, so
maybe this will help me on the lock shot.
Yeah, legit. Okay, so eight out of the last 9 games, or 8 of the last 9 season openers, KC has covered the spread in 6 straight games. Okay. Another stat is in the last 12 years, the team that lost the Super Bowl did not cover in week 1. So take the Jets for as far as the San Francisco game.
Ooh, Hernan won't like that.
-4.5 for San Francisco.
I ain't taking the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers is tickling our fancy.
Not a chance.
That game's going to be so good, though. Seeing Aaron Rodgers
it.
back, I'm excited to watch it. Not a Jets fan, but let's see.
Yeah, I know. I'm intrigued by it, too.
He's not good.
You don't think he's just going to, like...
You don't think he's good? You haven't seen him play.
The last time I saw him play prior to the injury... he's not the same Aaron Rodgers anymore. He's diminishing asset.
But he's also has this whole new lifestyle. Like, I'm really curious to see with his, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's not going to go well.
Dolphin mating, helping his Achilles tendon heal better. That's brilliant. And
Ayahuasca.
I'm a big Olivia Munn fan.
Okay.
And apparently she was going to reveal, like, what happened between the two of them or something. And I was like,
love that.
Right at the start of the football season. Evil genius.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I think she had a baby with that comedian.
Which comedian?
It's like this really funny comedian that I can't think about right now. On the spot.
She's married. Oh, she's clearly
I don't know
moved
if
on.
they got married. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
she's clearly moved on.
Olivia Munn was great in The Newsroom. Great.
Yeah,
show.
that show was good.
Fantastic show. Jeff
Oh,
Daniels.
speaking of, I know we're talking about the Ravens, and I'm really excited about
We
the
can talk
NFL.
really
So
good
we
about
had
Derrick
Henry, aren't
we
you?
had so much NFL this season.
And
Pardon.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar.
Bring it on.
Yeah, and he slimmed down as we were talking about on Tuesday. Like, he slimmed down, so he'll be fun to watch. I was gonna say, so Penguins coming out on Crave. The boys were talking about Batman earlier. What, do you know what the Penguin is on Crave? Oh my God.
It's Colin Farrell.
Did you not see his like?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
a DCM Marvel person.
What?
I'm not into those.
What?
I just never got into them. And so I saw Black Panther, but now I feel like I've missed everything, and there's so many movies I don't even know where to begin.
And shows.
So I'm just out.
And shows.
So I'm just out. So I'll let you guys continue.
You're big into it, right?
I like it. I'm fascinated by all of it, but I went to Deadpool Wolverine last week. I loved it. Some people said it was too much. Some like too many jokes. Some people said too many cameos, too many storylines converging. And I was like, I don't care. I enjoyed it.
Watch that with me. So I have to go by myself.
Yeah, I went by myself. I had a great time.
Who's your favorite Batman? That's what they're talking about.
Michael Keaton.
He is one of the.
The Flash movie was whatever, but Michael Keaton was phenomenal in that.
He did a commencement speech. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
And he ended it with, "I'm Batman."
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm Batman.
He's really cool.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm looking forward to Beetlejuice as well. But Michael Keaton's one of my all-time favorites, just actors and comedians. He was so good in The Other Guys as the captain. And this is where I have issue with the Penguin series and this. Who's the guy from? Who's the Batman that's tied to this Penguin?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Robert.
No, it's a Rob Pattinson.
That guy.
But is he going to be in the?
I don't know, but this is that version.
He's my favorite Batman. Let me tell you.
I don't care. I just got over the fact Ben Affleck is the new Batman, and then they brought in a new The Batman, and we just got past the Christopher Nolan series, which with Christian Bale, who did a great version of Batman. But to me, it's still Keaton, and I didn't mind Val Kilmer.
But Keaton's age.
George Clooney wasn't right for Batman. They took it in a very goofy direction with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze and Chris O'Donnell as Robin, and I think it was Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Anyway, I don't even want to accept this new version of the Batman story.
Somebody that does like the new version,
Yeah.
this is exactly why I wanted to talk about it. Because people are so obsessed with Nolan's work, and it was great.
Fantastic.
It was really dark.
Brooding,
yeah. And you know what? I think that they focus too much on the villains, and I love that the Batman is focused on actually Bruce Wayne. I love that. Finally, there's a story with him, and then Catwoman, the OG. Like I like that. So that's all I gotta say about the whole Batman thing. Like, and it's so I don't know. I can watch the Batman as my background movie.
I have not seen it. I kind of refuse to see it.
You have not seen it?
The Batman? No, because I'm like I don't. I'm like.
I haven't seen it. Again, I'm not.
You have an excuse though.
What's my excuse?
Mr. Nerdy Comic Guy over here though.
Perfect.
Whatever. I like what I like.
You gotta watch the Batman.
I don't want to.
It's so good.
I'm just not ready. Like, I haven't bothered with the prequel to Game of Thrones, like House of Dragon. Like,
House of Dragons is great.
I've capped it. I'm done. I enjoyed it. I'll speak very highly of Game of Thrones. I don't need to know about the Targaryens and House of Dragon or whatever it's called.
Tommy sounds so defeated with this conversation.
Because it's too much. I saw a new Lord of the Rings coming out.
Yeah,
I was like, what is this?
Are you talking Rings of Power or actually Lord of the Rings? Yes. Well, Rings of Powers is series, and I got to get back. Season 2 just launched. It's season 2, but it's all like the prequel to everything, and it's like one of the now most expensive TV series.
The prequel?
It's pre-Hobbit. It's the creation of the rings.
No, thank you.
It's how we got to the One Ring and stuff.
Don't know. Don't care.
Because the Lord of the Rings, the whole story behind it, there's a lot that goes into it. So there was Lord of the Rings, which was the destruction of the ring. There's the Hobbit, which is how Bilbo Baggins got the ring and stuff. But then there's how did the ring become what it was, and that's what Rings of Powers is supposed to do.
No,
they are actually somebody I can't remember who it is trying to actually redo Lord of the Rings.
No,
and that one I can't get behind that one.
There's just too many.
Well, that's a movie that does not need to be remade.
Leave it.
That movie was perfect.
Yeah.
Or the 3 movies were absolutely perfect. They crushed it. You are not going to do better than that.
No.
All the characters will be forever those characters. There's no way you could recast it with people. Just leave it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I think Rings of Power, and people will correct me if I'm wrong on this one, I think it's supposed to because Amazon's got this for a few seasons, it's supposed to take you to The Hobbit. And that's supposed to, and then if you watched it all, you could start with Rings of Power to The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings.
They're Star Warsing this thing.
And they're like 3 hours long. That's so long to commit to. But
it's hard. Like, this text comes in and says, Adam West, remember the Batusi. I actually remember watching the old Adam West.
Growing up, yeah.
Was it Bert? Whatever, old school Batman show.
In other news, not to cut you off,
That's all good. I got my point across.
I didn't mean to, but I really want to get to this. Bill Belichick got an Instagram account.
Is he posting pictures with his 23-year-old girlfriend?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you not aware of this?
She's the one apparently that got him to open it.
I think it's 23.
She's 23.
Is it 23?
He's 70-something.
You didn't know this? 71. You didn't know
this?
This
is from the beginning of the summer.
Yeah, they're
imagine being that dad.
Yeah.
Mom or daughter comes home and here's my new boyfriend,
Grandpa.
70-year-old greatest football coach in NFL history. It's weird. It's very weird.
About that one.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't want to know. I don't need to know that he had
because
an Instagram
the way
account.
Bill Belichick has portrayed himself in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just that's why it's what? This guy's kind of, I don't say the word capable, but pulls something like this off.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's called having money.
Yeah. In this economy.
It's called having money. I'm sorry. What are you talking about as a 23-year-old with
great conversations?
How old is Bill Belichick?
71.
71.
Yes.
So what are you talking about? You're not talking Bill Belichick doesn't seem like a guy that also wants to talk much more than football all the time.
Yeah.
But still, what do you have? What's the conversation?
He's a big Real Housewives fan.
Really?
I'm saying that would be it's a huge joke.
What are you talking? I'm just do you go where do you go for dinner?
He wants to go to the Sizzler in Benihana. She wants to go to
Chuck E. Cheese.
He wants the 4:00 early bird special. She wants to go partying at 11:00 at night.
Yeah.
I just don't. None of it. None of it.
Is he rolling in slides and sandals now with bling around his neck because she makes him? Right,
just with the drip.
Right, total drip.
None of it. No, too much. 100% too much.
Well, he's on, so give him a follow.
I'm not going to give anyone a follow. I don't use Insta.
It's a joke.
This older guy with a younger girl, young Tom, in high school, would be nice. Hugh Hefner, nice. But now it's just like, no, that just doesn't work. That's
like,
not
why?
Good. That's not good. That's no bueno. And why is money?
Yeah.
Like Maddie said.
Also, me gets a call from Bill Belichick. Just kidding.
/ look, hey, she's now known. People are gonna follow her, and it's there. So
there's a text came in and said Bill called it Instaface.
Maybe she's big into X's and O's of football.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they maybe they sit there, like tomorrow or Sunday's a big day for them because they're gonna watch football games, and he's gonna like talk X's and O's, and she's gonna nerd out on that. Maybe she's into that.
Bill Belichick just broke down. I think it was Walter Payton video from, like, he went over this video that he had broken down 50 years ago, more than double the lifespan of his current girlfriend.
Yeah, good point.
That is insane.
That is insane.
Was she alive for the first Super Bowl win of the Patriots?
2001? She might have just been born, man.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was their first Super Bowl 2001?
Yeah.
So I don't think she was born.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't hear about that.
Nope. Did not.
I know. To see Tommy's face was like crazy. He was like, seriously?
Like, it's like, okay, I'll say this. If it was Pete Carroll, I could see it.
Well, he's an energetic older man.
Yeah.
I think Pete Carroll's older.
Yeah, Pete Carroll.
You think?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll they're close to the same age. Pete Carroll's 72.
But Pete Carroll's active. He's moving. Active. He's got the young. He's young at heart.
Young at heart.
Bill Belichick's
better
personality.
Looks. Straight up, Pete Carroll's a better looking guy.
Chewing gum.
I could understand that a little bit more. Going, you're interested in him, not because of the money or. Bill Belichick, no, that's not a good-looking dude.
But exactly, unfortunately, it is what it is.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
He doesn't look like he has the greatest personality.
But they said that after the roast with Tom Brady, that Bill Belichick is actually hilarious. Like, he's actually like completely different than what we perceive him as.
I hope so.
He's gonna get back into football next year, and then he's gonna be Mr. Serious again.
That's weird.
I don't see it.
All right. I don't think it's good.
Let's get to AccuSteel Road Warriors, which is brought to you by AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers. Custom manufacturing of heavy haul trailers for mining, oil and gas equipment, highway transportation, no patch jobs, better than you solutions, trusted by the leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road with peace of mind for your large loads, AccuSteel.ca. Ravens are the road team going out against the Chiefs later tonight as the NFL season kicks off at 6:20. Then we got a game tomorrow, reminder. And we don't wait till Sunday for the next NFL game. It's tomorrow. They're in Brazil. There's also some CFL tomorrow. Yeah. Canada are they home? They're taking on the U.S. Where's this game being played? Oh, it's being played in Kansas City. Oh, yeah, U.S. is home. Canada will be a road team men's international friendly. That is coming up. I don't think we have an F1 race. Big game coming up this week in Texas, going on the road to Michigan in college football. Baseball, who cares?
Whoa, we're getting into, this is where it starts to matter, and guys stop drinking the night before games.
Yes, but there's a large portion of our listeners that only like the Blue Jays and they don't care. As a Yankee fan, I do care. We've got the Cubbies today. No, we don't play till tomorrow. We're off today. We're idle today, as they call it. It's the NFL. The Yankees can't play on NFL opening night.
Of course not.
I'm actually very excited for the Reed Wilkins show with Jay Milne today because I'm going to do something. Or am I going to do it on afternoons with her and an engager? Depends if I get it done. Something I've done every single Thursday to start an NFL season for probably it was 11 or 12 years until last year because we weren't on the air. Mm-hmm. Something I really enjoy doing. Small thing. Very small. Very little thing.
Looking forward to it.
If you know, you'll know it. If you hear it. If you don't, you'll be like, what the hell's Matt talking about? And that's cool. But for myself, it is it's a small little thing. And I kind of missed it last year. So I'm excited to do it again this year.
All right.
Chris asking how many tickets sold for Saturday's Labor Day rematch. Morley Scott of Chad. 880 Chad. He says they're trending towards 31,000. That they sold 1,000 tickets 2 days ago.
Awesome.
When you look on Ticketmaster,
awesome.
I'm going to do it right now.
You'll be on the field, right?
Nope. Shoggy's back.
Is he?
Yeah.
Aw.
No.
No,
I don't know if I'm doing any
now.
more games. Yeah, they're a playoff team. This is a big game. Get the big guns out.
Buying tickets. Let's see what we've got for Ticketmaster right now.
I'll be in my seats.
There's nothing on the west side. Like in the main west side.
There's gonna be a lot of cowbell, and
they've opened up.
Because the free cowbell.
I hate the cowbells. We have my section where my seats are. Long-time season seat holders, all in that section, and a lot of them rock the cowbell, and I admire and love their passion, but it's so loud, and I'm like, ugh. And then when Nanso was talking about 10,000 cowbells, I was like, Tommy's going to be drinking a lot of beer.
Shake those, ring those cowbells only when the defense is on the field. Do not do it when the offense is on the field. That's not Matt being like, oh, he's being no fun. The team, that's what they want. The offense needs to hear. That's how football works. Yeah. So ring that, shake it, whatever with that bell when the defense is on the field. So the southwest corner, there's A and B. They've released some tickets there.
Nice.
The west side is basically completely sold out though. The east side, it looks like they've released a couple of tickets in section Q. Otherwise, there's a couple pairs or singles throughout the east side.
Wow.
So the majority of the east-west side is sold. I don't know if they've put any tickets in the north end zone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there's any tickets sold there yet, or if there's any in the RRQQ, which is the southeast corner of it. Mm-hmm. But they're trending. Yeah, there's a lot of tickets going to be sold for Saturday.
The weather should be great. Obviously, this team, 4 out of its last 5, lots to like. That was a big win on Monday. I think they're headed to a sweep. I think it's very realistic and putting themselves right back into the playoff mix, which is incredible considering that 0-7 start where things were a mess.
And if you can't get tickets, or if the heat's too much for you, Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge, where every day is game day. Myself and J Mellon will be there 4 o'clock with the kickoff show. We'll be there for the post-game show. They got the walls of TVs so you can watch the Elks game while watching college football.
Are you guys?
And a great spot for Sunday. I guarantee for Sundays, that's a place to go watch all the games.
It is great. The screens are phenomenal there. The food is great. Great specials. The boys on location. Are you going to whip down to the stadium? You and Jay?
Jay kind of hinted maybe he asked last game. Mm-hmm. I'm going with how busy it is. It might be harder.
Could be.
So I'm kind of like, I think it's easier to stay at Century.
Although when you guys wrap the pregame and you make it over to the station quickly, it should be relatively quiet on the LRT by then.
Well, we also have the parking pass. So we can
drive down. Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
I don't want to... We haven't done the LRT yet because my only fear is coming back.
Yeah.
Or obviously the trains will run a little bit more once the game ends, but are they running and how long are we going to have to wait?
It's 5-minute intervals, if I remember correctly.
And I don't want to be away from listening or watching the game for an extended period
Parking
of time.
pass is clutch.
So,
what time is the tailgate going to be set up?
3 hours ahead of time they could open. So 5 o'clock game, so they could start at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I know the Turf District people on their pod this week, they were talking about 2:30. They're usually set up though. Mm-hmm. They're doing tacos in a bag.
Oh my God, the food there is phenomenal.
I'm going to go to my first
Jay and Andrea always make something great. Are you going to go?
Yeah, but Jay and Andrea aren't going to be there.
Yeah, they're at a wedding this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I know, but I'll be there.
Elks, Herd, Scout and Catherine, they have their spot. Spirit of Edmonton is naturally there. Zach and Trev will be there.
I'll hop down early this time for sure.
I think the Elks were supposed to be doing a barbecue, or not a barbecue, a burger contest.
Yes.
So people might be doing a lot of burgers there as a burger contest.
Good.
And the chili cook-off is coming back. I'm just waiting for the info from Scout. He kind of runs that, and the EST is going to help out a little bit with that, with some mentions and things. So that's in October. I believe that one's going to
perfect because it gets a little cooler. You want to heat up before you have a beverage or two.
Perfect.
I think I'll pop into our tent and see the boys 45 minutes before kickoff or so. And I'll probably scoot down there.
Mooner can't come.
Why?
He's out of town this weekend for some events.
No.
Because he's missing Bears dinos too.
No. I was talking to him. We were supposed to get together last weekend. Didn't happen. Shoot.
Are you allowed to bring air horns? Ask Chris G.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
What's
think
an air horn?
Air
horn.
Like,
I don't know.
Those are kind of
Montreal does it.
Yeah,
a little bit, and it's annoying. I honestly don't know if that's going to be confiscated or not.
Because it's a plastic bag, clear plastic bag policy,
which is City of Edmonton,
not Elks. Yeah, I was just going to say that's a good reminder.
Which is City of Edmonton.
Yeah.
And that's the same at Rogers too, right?
I believe so.
You need a clear bag to go into Rogers.
Yes, absolutely. My friend, her Louis Vuitton was just a little bit bigger, so she had to check her bag, and she was mortified.
I don't blame her.
I would be too a little bit. If it's a legit Louis Vuitton
statement piece.
If it's a legit Louis Vuitton,
start rocking with
that stuff's expensive as hell.
Yep.
She was actually jokes aside, she was actually kind of worried, but they were being strict about it. It was just a little.
I would be worried too.
Yeah.
It's incredible, like Rexall Place and then even Rogers Place, talking to the security there. The amount of like a Louis Vuitton bag that's a little bit too big, and they can lock it up and you can pick it up at the end of the game. That's fine, right? It's an inconvenience, yes, but the amount of weapons that they confiscate going into the games is unbelievable. Like knives, shanks, people with screwdrivers, like tools, like people try to bring that stuff into games. And one time it was at the Rexall Place, one of the last years of Rexall Place, obviously. Mike Telford, who used to be in charge of security on game days, or one of the managers there, he's like, "Do you want to see some of the stuff we confiscated last game?" I was like, "Yeah." And he showed me like this tray of things. He's like, "People try to bring this crap in." It was like a hammer. And I'm like, how does this try to... Guys coming from, work, leaving it in their like work pants or on their belt or whatever, and they forget about it. I'm like, oh my God. And the amount of like knives with like brass knuckles.
I was going to say brass knuckles all the time.
Who the hell's carrying this stuff around? Why are you going off?
You can't fight like a real person? Come on.
Oh man, it's sketch.
Tommy, you might enjoy this text.
Okay.
Somebody texted in going, "We got the Cubbies. What number do you wear, Maddie?"
Well played.
19? 19 for your New York Yankees. That's my number.
Well played.
It's my team.
That. Good reminder.
I will always.
Bravo.
It's a we.
They have nice jerseys.
Yankees.
I love their pinstripe. They don't have the name on the back of their jerseys.
I have to send this pic to Luke, but I forgot to. But I saw, and this is I don't know what year this ended. It's not fully updated, but it's all the MLB cap logos that have ever been worn by each team.
Yeah.
And at the very bottom, it's the Yankees, and they've only had 2 logos for their caps.
What was the second one?
It's like the exact same, but like they highlighted differently.
Oh, right. Okay.
But like,
I respect that, actually.
Everyone else has done different things, but the Yankees, just their look is just their look. It's pinstripes, it's gray, it's the NY on the hats. That's it. They don't change. They don't do nothing else, and it does look good.
What was the one with the most changes?
Athletics.
Well, they've played in like 3 different cities.
Yeah. There's at the very top up there.
And soon to be 4.
And just like the different changes and stuff. The Expos had 3, but it also has the Washington Nationals have had 5 overall. The Jays have had 8.
Yeah.
The Marlins. Oh, see, and this didn't have the Miami Marlins in there. So when
Florida?
did this? Oh, so this is quite a bit older. I don't think the Yankees would have changed much because the Florida Marlins only have 3.
I do appreciate, I noticed this over the weekend, the Cardinals were wearing on the road the powder blues, and I thought it looked great instead of the traditional gray. I loved it. Loved it.
Saying you're hating on Utah's powdered blue.
Okay, fair. Good point, Jasmine. And yesterday at the NHLPA Upper Deck Rookie Showcase, they had the first look at the Utah uniform live and in action, I guess. Very bland. And what gets me is all of the outpouring of love for the look and the name. And I'm like, all right, it literally says Utah diagonally on both uniforms. There's minimal striping. They look just like the Kootenay Ice before they moved to, Winnipeg Ice before they moved to Wenatchee this past season. And then their secondary logo is the outline of the state. If you look at Utah and the outline of it, it is a square. And then it just says Utah, where I'm like, we're praising this? This isn't a 7-year-old could have come up with it. I know that they need to define and find if they get a true name and logo and stuff, but we are looking at this and going,
it's because they don't have a
bravo,
logo.
It's awful.
That's why.
Awful.
But the color combos, I love them.
Sure, the color combo works.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look great.
No.
It deserves 0 praise.
I get it. It's very
as boring
plain.
as Utah.
But what are they supposed to work on? And you're right. On top of that, their state is square. You're right. I totally understand what you're saying here.
Yeah.
What can you do? At least they're diagonal. It's not just like Utah.
Oh my God. It's just we're praising this. This is terrible. Anyway, that's me being grumpy old man. Joel, there you go. I admit it. I'm a grumpy old man.
I just want them to stay as the Utah Hockey Club. UHC.
That's one of the why I said they should be purple like the Jazz. Then didn't think of that. But there's no powdered blue color.
I like when those teams or the cities like do stay kind of the same colors. Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pirates,
black
Pens,
and yellow.
Steelers.
Yep.
They're all the same style and color. Like I like that.
No, that's cool.
Although Edmonton, we crush it. The looks of Edmonton sports are amazing.
Hey, Golden Bears football the other night with their game. Who'd they play against? UBC, right?
Yeah, took them down.
I was looking
like
at
that, UBC.
Looking at the photos from the game, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like their uniforms, the cut of the jerseys, I think are nicer than the CFL ones with New Era. They look so nice.
The Golden Bear hockey jerseys, I think, are my favorite hockey jerseys of any, including NHL.
The Golden Bears were just playing in Germany.
Belfast?
Yeah.
Belfast?
Ireland, pardon me.
Was it Ireland? I can't remember.
You're right.
Was it?
And
yeah, because Gager had...
they look great, too.
Who did Gage... Were they talking to Chris Morris on the morning show that one day? Maybe it was, and he was asking how they... how come the football team didn't get the European trip and the hockey team and Herbers and they get to go out there to Europe? He was joking about that, but Bears Dinos tomorrow down at Foot Field as the Bears look to go 2-0 after that big win last week. It's going to be high expectations.
Shotgun Sports Network. I'll go there.
What?
At their tailgate.
Yeah, that's out in Elks.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that posted all the stuff on the stadium first yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So his food's usually amazing. Well, not
so
usually.
good.
His food is amazing. A few times I've had it.
I can't wait.
So,
he said bring a red Solo cup. Are you serious? Should I really? Can I write my name on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would bring a Solo cup.
Okay.
Just for waters.
Of course.
Yeah, that's all you have.
Yeah, duh.
You don't want it. It's
delicious.
Yeah.
You could also get the waters from.
I'm gonna carry that around actually.
From the boys. That goes with the boys.
He'll go with my hat too.
I don't have hats.
Brelando texted in, by the way.
I honestly didn't.
When you do, you know who to give it to.
Brelando says, I was there for the convo about hats. It was right before Jasmine talked to me about my Invisalign when I was trying to get Normology to leave since I was his DD. That's from Brelando. So there you go.
Brelando, my bro. There you go.
In the flesh.
See, I remember this conversation.
Nicely done, Brelando.
Where's Paulie in this? You said Paulie was.
He's probably listening. Paulie likes to stay out of it.
I will trust Paulie. I will trust Paulie. If Paulie said it happened, it happened. Does Brelando know that? Does he remember that Paulie was there? Or is everyone just conspiring to help Jasmine get this hat? But again, I am out of hats.
We'll get you.
But when you get it, you know who to gift it to.
I don't gift to anyone.
You give to me because it was a promise.
It's hard to get him to gift stuff.
I know.
Sometimes he will. You know Special exceptions.
I'm gonna buy a crew neck. I'm gonna buy a hoodie. I'm doing all that. But the thing is, a word. Your word's your word. Your word's your word.
And I do follow if I remember it. But I don't know if this is true. I need Paulie.
All right, I'll text Paulie.
Or if you don't get involved, if he doesn't want to be.
I'll implicate him.
I'll text Paulie. I'll ask Paulie.
Yeah. There you go.
If he remembers. I trust Paulie.
No, that's Paulie biased. Tommy has to do it because he has no idea what's going on.
Sure, but like in the end, Paulie would have come and he would have been as sober as anyone else there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he was coming from something.
He was at, he was somewhere else.
So he was working. Yeah, so he was sober.
Because we're during wildfires, yeah.
So the thing is, I would trust sober Paulie over Jasmine, who was drinking.
Brelando was DD.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Did he have
for Normology?
Did he have a drink or two?
Look at Maddie.
Did he have a drink or two?
Hey, Maddie had some birdie booze. I saw. We did one together.
We shall. It's exact. So I'm not going to go with me.
Just saying.
I want to know what Paulie thinks. He has no skin in this game. He has zero skin in this game. Coming up next here on Edmonton Sports Talk, we do got the lock shop. It's myself. It's Haas. Yeah. We've got CFL Week 14 to look at. We got the NFL to look at as his Kansas City Chiefs are playing host to my Baltimore Ravens. At noon, two guys in a goalie, Tommy, Gager, Cass. 1 o'clock, it's EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager. And at 3 o'clock, it is the Reed Wilkins Show with J Mill. And that's all coming up here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. On behalf of Tommy, Jasmine, I am Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout. Lock Shop coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, longtime listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,